I think Ayton's having an underrated rookie season. We said it in, March? We probably said it in December or January on this podcast. You know, there's been Luka Mania and now there's Trey Mania, both well-deserved, having sensational seasons, going to finish 1-2 in Rookie of the Year. Luka's going to win and Trey will finish second, I think. I think Ayton probably has third by now, and because he is not the ball-dominant modern NBA superstar that those two guys fit archetypes, right? The big ball-handling wing and the little Steph Curry point guard. And because Ayton got off to, such a bad start defensively. First month of the season, had absolutely no idea what was going on. People kind of flipped pretty quickly on that was a huge mistake. And look, it's not likely that DeAndre Ayton's going to be the best player from this draft. It's extremely unlikely. He's probably not going to be one of the 3 best or the 2 best. But he looks like a good NBA player, and the progress he's made defensively, like, he's not good, but he's not abjectly terrible. He's gotten a lot of publicity in the last couple of days for guarding Bron in part of the game that ended the Lakers season and protecting the rim really well. He's made the kind of progress defensively exactly as you would want from a rookie big man, from clueless to normal bad to normal sometimes looks okay but is mostly below average. Like, I think his rookie season is a huge, the concluding theme is huge optimism.
Yeah, he's had a nice year. I think it's one of those larger conversations about, and it's a different conversation for a different day. You and I could do 2 hours on this. Is the center a mercenary position at this point? Insofar as, is that where you're going to invest the bulk of your cap, where you want your quote stars to be, or is it a position that can easily be filled on an ad hoc basis relative to how much salary flexibility you have, what you need at that position? We need a guy who can sort of protect the rim for 27 minutes a night, and then we're going to go small anyway, and who cares if that's who we are? And whether or not, when you look at a range of dynamic talent in a draft like this one, whether you go with that guy or you go with, somebody with, again, a Luka, a Trey, whether you want your sort of pick and roll point guard who can shoot, or you want your just unicorn from hell,
or you trade down,
right? And I think that's sort of the question with Ayton. I don't think he's certainly not going to be a bust. It's just you're swayed by the fact that we have a guy who needs the ball in his hands, blah blah blah. That's our kind of our super. So we should, it's always nice to counterbalance with somebody up front who can do certain things. And yada yada yada.
I'd probably as optimistic as I am, I'd rather have Luka Doncic. I'd probably rather have Trae Young, although it's close. I think Bagley has surpassed Ayton to me in terms of but suffered from some of the same. Well, he's a boring big man, early season buzz. No, he's not boring. He's pretty good.
I love Bagley, and Ayton's a nice player. It was a really interesting draft, and actually it's a wonderful kind of year to have those arguments. All things being equal, what skill set do you want at a premium going forward? And it's a really hard conversation, but and again, I think where you come down on that is where you are sort of in terms of your sort of where intellectually you see the game, and I'm just someone who's kind of come to believe that big men are, unless it's Karl Anthony Towns or somebody like that, it's a mercenary position. You'll fill it with the mid-level. You'll go get Brook Lopez, and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like that's, and I tend to kind of side with that. And it's not crap on Ayton, who's had a really, as you said, has progressed really nicely. It's just like, how do you see basketball teams in this era working, and where do you want? At the end of the day, you're really deciding on, we're going to give a third of our cap to this guy in 5 years. And like, who is that guy and what position and what skills does he account for?